Hey guys, today I want us to look at a passage of scripture in Exodus chapter 3, verse 13. Moses has just been called by God to do something big for him by going to Pharaoh and telling him for the Egyptians to leave. And then secondly, for him to go back to the people of Israel and let them know that they're going to be freed and God is going to use Moses. And in verse 13, it says this. Moses said to God, "Suppose I go to the Israelites, and they say to them, 'The God of your fathers has sent me to you,' and they ask me, 'What is his name?' Then what shall I tell them?" God said to Moses, "I am who I am. This is what you are to say to the Israelites. I am has sent you to them." A couple of weeks ago, my daughter Jordan was working on a particular letter for her preschool class. Each week they have a letter that they work on and they try to figure out the sounds of words based upon that letter. And she kind of threw out the word goofy. And my wife said, well, what does that first letter, what does the word goofy start with? And she said, you. And Jen's like, no, sound it out. It's ga, ga, ga. And then finally she's like, oh yeah, it's a G. And my wife Jennifer said, yeah, that's right. And she said, well, what does God's name start with? And my daughter Jordan just kind of paused for a second. And then she said, well, it starts with all of the letters because God is bigger than any one letter or any one name. You know, when she said that, it just kind of hit me big time. That we believe in a very big God. And that's why when Moses was asked, well, what name should I use? He said, just tell them, I am who I am. Which means, literally, I will be who I will be. In other words, God is so big that He's bigger than any name that we could ever imagine. Maybe today, you're going through something in your life and you're thinking there's no way that God can work through that because you're thinking that He's too little of a God. But He's so big. He's the name above all other names. And He really can be the one who can meet your need today. So I'd encourage you to think of that as you go through this day. That God is, I am who I am. Which means I'm bigger and larger than anything and everything. And I can meet your need. We'll talk to you guys later.